And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those lovely and beautiful duct tapes. Massive shout out to Vortex Slam for putting them all together, as we are now getting ready for the grand finals and for los grand finales. I am no longer alone. It's been years, papi, since I've casted with this man. Welcome, everyone. AsherBro.
Oh. Thank you for adding me on 5 different things.
Hey, it worked. What are you trying to say, puppy? What are you trying to say?
Hey, I heard you say it. I heard you tell them to at me.
Why do you respond? You just have to respond to the chat.
I don't know, I didn't feel like it.
What are you, man? You're an animal.
I just like to keep you on your toes.
You're an animal, mate. Oh my god. You're leaving me on red, papi. Ay.
Yeah. Gotta keep him. Treat him mean, keep him keen.
Yeah.
As Spawny in the bottom right hand corner. Playing for Dragon Phoenix Kaizi Kaizi Gaming. Is it just Dragon Phoenix Kaizi?
There's no Phoenix.
Oh, Dragon Kaizi Gaming.
Yeah.
It's herO. Best Protoss in the world.
Oh yeah. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Gressman, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran player. We have the world champion finalist, number 2 in the world, Kappa. Representing Onside Gaming, it is Maru. Can I get away with saying that Maru is the best Terran in the world? Can I say that? Can I say that?
It's kind of weird because you'd be right, but no.
Yeah, right? Like, I can say herO's the best Protoss in the world. I can say Dark's the best Zerg in Korea. What can I say about Maru? Without, like...
He used to be good.
Washed, papi, washed, confirmed, Kappa.
I don't know, like... I think he's the best Terran in the world.
Yeah, I think so as well.
But you can't just go off one result. Yeah. And even if we do go off the one result, Maru then angrily 4-0'd him afterwards.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It just feels weird to call him that, but also like Oliver is the world champion, you know? So it's like Yeah. So, you know. My judgment is reserved a little bit. Take that, Maru.
You know, don't call Dark the best Zerg in the world?
I call him the best Zerg in Korea. Yeah.
Weak. You should just go for it.
As my Chappie? What are you?
Yeah. No, Chappie would say Reynos.
Yeah, true. Yeah. He's delusional.
He would say Reynos the best Protoss in the world too.
It's true. Like, Chappie
He's got issues.
He says a lot of weird things. He's also in the chat right now.
Yeah, I'll say it to his face. He's got issues.
I'll say it as well. Yeah, I think everyone knows. I think he knows that as well. As Maru's going for a really interesting opener here. He's actually going for Marauder first.
My brain's gone a bit wrong. I was trying to think about how the Reaper could shade up through the force field. That's not going to happen. I'll just put that out there. But really interesting opener from herO. So herO, firstly, he put his pylon in the corner. This is something that we saw people do a little bit on, what's the map? Berlingrad, I think it was, that had a jump up like this. When I say people, I just mean herO. I think herO's the only other person I saw that do that. And he's also gone for a sentry first, which is really interesting. I think it would have been a lot stronger in the double gas meta. I'm not sure how it works here, but yeah, okay. Maru's going to be going for a concussive opener. Usually this is with a 3-rack, so I'm not really used to seeing this as a 1-1-1 opener. Yeah, but it's going pretty well.
It's really weird. I mean, he's going to get a lot of value here from these rotors. There we go. The sentry goes down as well. Doesn't quite get much else here, but at the end of the day, we trade 2 marauders for a stalker, a sentry, and an adept.
Yeah, it's a pretty good trade. I wonder if this is a reaction to the sentry first opener. Maybe he knows that herO's been doing that, and he thinks that this refutes it. I haven't really seen that opener before from any Terran, so Definitely an interesting way to go about things. And behind this, he's actually going for a slightly delayed mine drop. hero's going to be putting on a bit of pressure with these adepts, and there's not really enough here to defend it. So yeah, Maru's going to have to evacuate.
Yeah, exactly. He had to give up his natural base, but the wall has been raised. We don't see the hero commit up the wall, but for the time being, he's going to keep Maru here on one base economy. At the same time, that drop is still headed across the map. There are some units back at home to defend. When I say some, I mean, oh yes, 4 stalkers are back at home.
Yeah, it's a pretty randomly timed drop. Looks like herO does have some kind of clue that something like this might be happening, and there we go. He does have those stalkers in position.
Oh.
Not going to have blink ready, but yeah, there we go. The mine's going to be dropped and not much damage whatsoever. Probably could have retargeted there, but that's okay.
Yeah, exactly. Both mines go down. At least the medevac will survive and will be able to get the hell out of here, as there is no blink behind this, or there is no Twilight Council period from herO. He's just going straight up 3 gate into Robo.
Yeah, this is a really weird opener, actually. The other thing that kind of makes me a bit worried for herO when he's going for an opener like this is that Maru, in his last few TvPs that I've seen, my god, the last few TvPs that I've seen of him, he's just SEV pulled like every game, and I'm pretty sure an SEV pull will completely crush what herO's doing right now. The fact that Maru's gone up to 5 racks without a 3rd CC as well means that he's almost certainly doing that.
Yeah, he's pretty committed. He's pretty all in. I mean, the Observer is going to dip in, and herO is going to get an eye on all of these racks. So now he's fully aware of the production of Maru, and he's got to make a choice. He still has that Prism, and it looks like he is going to be a little bit aggressive across the map, but he's keeping his Stalkers back at home, and he's working on Immortals.
Yeah, working on models, going straight into Charge and +1 armor as well. So Charge definitely a nice response to this. I think if he went into Blink first, he'd be in a bit of trouble, but Charge is going to help him with holding.
Yeah, it really is, especially that Immortal production as well. Meanwhile, here we go. The Adepts are slipping into the main base. Adepts and the Stalker as well. A couple of workers are going to be focused down at the same time. Looks like Maru was able to take down that Observer.
Yeah, looks like the Observer to go down. These Marines going to be putting a good amount of damage on those units. Stalker goes down there as well, and they'll be covering the War Prism for now. Meanwhile, back at home, yeah, looks like hero's going to be going to a Templar Archives to help deal with this push. That's definitely very intelligent, whether that's for Archons or Storm. We just need some splash damage to help with the all-in that's coming his way.
Exactly. We even have a recall to send everything back at home. Maru is in the midst of moving out. He's got his tanks, he's got his Marines. The boys are being pulled.
Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. I mean, there's no splash damage here for herO, and Maru's going at the perfect time here. A second Twilight Archives gets started up for a moment there, but he does notice and cancels that. And yeah, here we go. We're going to have to push right at his doorstep here. Are we going to see Archons morphed in? I think we're going to need to hold this, as here we go. The SCV's running on in, and there's there's 2 shield batteries, but only 1 pylon powering.
Yeah, only a single pylon. There we go. Overcharge is being popped. The shield battery is being focused down here by his opponent. No High Templar, no Archons whatsoever for herO.
Yeah, fantastic force fields, though, are going to be preventing Maru from getting on top of the shield battery. The tanks, despite that, actually in range of that overcharged shield battery and will be taking it down. That's big trouble for herO, as Maru's going to be storming on into the natural.
Yeah, the boys are being pulled as well. We fall back to a second shield battery. The Archon just now being morphed in, but it may just be too late.
Yeah, it may be, as Maru's just going to be jumping right on top of that. There is nothing in terms of overcharge. The batteries are out of juice. GG is called, and Maru. Very textbook response to, I want to say, an illegal opening by herO. I don't actually, I feel weird to say that herO is doing something he's not allowed to do, but I guess he does that sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it was pretty close, right? Like the Twilight Council, the Templar Archives did finish up as the push was happening, and we did see a couple of gateways finish up as well. Unfortunately, herO was a little bit slow to morph in those High Templar and morph in those Archons. If he was able to, is it possible that he could have held? Would have been close. Would have been very close. It was a very tight defense, if at all possible, there for herO.
Yeah, it was definitely fortunate as well for Maru that his tanks ended up being in range of that shield battery. That was overcharging. I feel like if they weren't, he might not have been able to break through, especially with those force fields. But yeah, not quite calculated correctly by herO, and just really good killer instinct by Maru to pick the exact window he needed to go for.
Yeah, definitely. And with that, Maru has a lead in this series. I think what's most interesting to me is that it felt almost a little bit like metagaming here in game 1, like off the bat from both players, right? Like they were both doing like really offbeat and off meta openers in general against each other.
Yeah, I mean the sentry first, it seems like something that people have been experimenting with a little bit with the faster build time. It is a viable opening, but I guess we're gonna have to work out some of the kinks of it in terms of how to defend what Maru did there. Is here we go in the top right hand corner of the map. It is going to be a herO going for a very early 12 pylon, so looking to be a bit aggressive here.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of altitude, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran representing Onside Gaming, Maru.
Yeah, so this is the fastest possible gateway. Normally you'd have 2 probes built before the pylon goes down, or the second probe building. He cancelled his first one from building, so it's very, very early tech. This could lead into a number of things. It could be a double gate aggression with the depths. It could be, he takes his second gas. That makes me feel like it might be a proxy Stargate, actually. We might be seeing proxy Void Ray, which is something that I don't know why it's been returning, but it has.
Who's been doing that recently? I haven't been able to catch some of the other events that have been going on, but... Or is it just herO?
I don't remember at all. No, there's definitely someone else doing it. Maybe Trigger?
Okay. No, yeah, that kind of rings a bell. That does kind of ring a bell as the probe is headed across the map. We should be seeing the pylon thrown down. Cybercore is on the way. We are indeed being set up here for a proxy Stargate. What exactly he makes from it, Void Rays would make the most sense, but yeah, this is wild to, again, just see another peculiar opener here from herO, and something we haven't seen, or at least I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, it could also just be oracles. I mean, herO does do this sometimes when he's going for an adept oracle opener. It is going to be a crazy fast Stargate, but yeah, I don't know. I still don't believe in this build. I know there have been, the only change I can think of is Magfield, but like Magfield wasn't super necessary for the defense of this anyway. This just hasn't been a build that we've seen much ever since the shield battery changes, so yeah, maybe it will be an oracle.
Yeah, ever since Moondance, you know, that was a long time ago. But yeah, we'll see how that goes as we do see an adept coming across the map as well to help support. Pylon as well here, thrown down at the natural just to get vision, just to try and disrupt some of what's happening. And because of that, it could still be that oracle that you were theorizing earlier.
herO's crazy enough that this pylon might be for batteries, but no, there we go. The Reaper looks like it shoots away everything here. And the other thing that I'm vaguely thinking about with this opener of herO is he might have been thinking that Maru would go for that Marauder opening again, which this would just straight up kill.
Yeah, definitely, as Maru always going to be scouting with his Reaper, and he does come across the Stargate. He's aware somehow, some way he sniffed it out, and he is getting in position to defend against it, even getting a bunker in his main.
Yeah, this is fantastic. I mean, Maru's ability to adjust to the situation and come up with defenses on the fly is completely unparalleled. This is a fantastic move here. herO, although, going to be jumping on top of this. 2 Marines going down instantly, so yeah, you can just see how clutch that bunker is. This would have gotten out of control so easily.
Yeah, it really would have, but the Marines do survive in the bunker. The Widowmine is going to be able to zone away that Oracle as well. We do get 2 SCVs, but we're not going to get much else.
Yeah, this was a class defense by Maru.
Yeah, it really is. But you know what? We have a second Oracle on the way and a third Oracle behind it as well. So herO is not going to be letting up on the aggression. He still wants to try and catch units as they pop out of the production, or even catch some transferring SCVs. Oh, the mine.
Oh, this is very cute as well. He's just faking back and forth, not committing the energy but forcing SCV pulls.
Yeah. The fake outs are real here. We do have a transition back at home. Of course, we have a Twilight Council on the way. We are getting our natural as well. And unfortunately, Maru is stuck on one base economy because of how much these oracles are threatening the natural.
Our hero knows exactly when that cyclone comes out, so he will be able to get out of there and keep that Oracle nice and healthy. It does take a little bit of hull damage, but not too much here. And yeah, this is, I don't know, this is the kind of thing that only herO can really pull off. You just never see any other Protosses going for anything quite this aggressive, and it's because of his incredible game knowledge and micro that he can do stuff like this.
Yeah, exactly. We talk about it all the time. You know, sometimes what herO does, you cannot replicate. Even other pro players out there can't pull it off as well as herO. So here we go. The SCVs come back in, and they will be punished for it as 5 workers go down.
Yeah, great control coming out from herO. 5 workers going down just like that. I feel like that's still not quite enough to equalize considering how much he's committed, but oh, he's being very greedy behind this, actually throwing down that third very quickly here, going up into Blink, and I think this is a very good way to respond to what's been happening here. So the part that I say is greedy is that he's skipped out on a robo here, but oh, the mine. I mean, Maru's so good at repositioning these.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't spot that mine behind the factory. One Oracle goes down, and now suddenly herO doesn't have anywhere near as much map presence as he once did. He's forced to back off. As you were saying, he is taking a bit of a risk by delaying that robo. With that, he's not going to have access to Immortals. He's not going to have any access to splash damage for the time being either. But at least Maru is tied up back at home. For now, at least.
Yeah, so Maru going into this quickest 3-rack setup here, going to be skipping out on tanks or any factory units to get the fastest stim in combat. Definitely makes a lot of sense, but yeah, herO, not one to rest on his laurels, is going to be coming across the map to put a bit more pressure on.
Yeah, and this is lined up with Blink. Blink is going to finish up in a couple of seconds. We'll have a high ground vision provided by these Oracles as well. And without any tanks, these Stalkers, they can find some damage in the main.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the amount of pressure that herO is able to put on, despite going pretty heavily into the macro behind this is very impressive as always.
Oh my god, he moves on forward. He snipes one of the Cyclones already as well. The army has been revealed. Now Maru is on notice. But herO just continues to threaten. He's going for another warp in across the map.
Yeah, exactly. Going to be pressuring this gas geyser as well. Looks like he kind of wants to bait Maru into this stasis trap back here. I don't really see too much reason for Maru to charge down the ramp here, but he is accumulating damage. Great scan by Maru, just assessing the situation here.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, we have a blink all the way into the main base. Boys are being pulled as well. Ooh. Nice target fire on those Oracles.
Yeah, he does take out both Oracles, but that was a fair bit of damage. I mean, he lost most of his bio. Maru charging down to take out the Stalkers on the low ground. Very cute micro there, but that's pretty much all the bio gone, and herO still has plenty of Stalkers.
He really does, and you know what? 14 SCVs were pulled and died in that assault. And now the army is that much weaker. Now herO, he can just keep pressuring. He can just keep rotating down towards the natural as well.
Yeah, and he's going to be taking out this bunker as well. I mean, it's absolutely insane how sharp you have to play against herO. Looks like Maru is able to get himself a tank out now that he's finally got the all the add-on swaps done and got his medevacs here. But, oh, okay, yeah, he's a stasis trap.
Thankfully, he doesn't get baited in. Not yet, at least. Back at home, we have a 4th base on the way for herO. We have that robo as well, just looking to get further and further ahead. The greed is insane.
Yeah, I remember watching herO play like this when he played against Maru in the GSL finals. Particularly the Blackburn game comes to mind, where he basically did a very fast, aggressive attack, skipping out a lot of tech and kept Maru contained and took Maru's gold base behind it.
Oh my god.
This feels a bit like that.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, no one else would dare do this against Maru, but herO has no fear. Meanwhile, charge is done. The Zelts are coming in. The first Cyclone goes down, and the tanks are unsieged.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a very tough hold for Maru, and herO, he doesn't really mind losing this army as long as he trades out well.
Yeah, exactly. You know, all the Zelts get cleaned up, which is fine. He saves all of his Stalkers as well. Another 11 workers go down, and Maru, he's down to half the worker count at this point. He does have a decent amount of tanks now, but he's also just been trading out and bleeding out so many Marines.
Yeah, I mean, even if Maru does want to pull the boys, he might not have any to pull.
Yeah, the boys, there's not that many. I haven't even saturated the natural at this point. We do see Maru trying to force herO back, but herO, he goes for another weapon of charge lots, and he has that prism to threaten the main.
And he's got Archons +1 armor on the way. He is starting to probe up that 4th base as well. So herO just so far ahead. This has been such an incredibly clean game from him.
It really has been, and here we go. The Zelts go into the main base. They're going to force a reaction out of Maru to come back in to fend this off. Looks like herO is going to try and poke in with his Stalkers. He doesn't really have too many of them left, but Maru, he just wants to go, puppy. He wants to go.
Man, he turned that Marauder into Lego bricks. That was brutal.
The Zealots, they come back in as well on top of the production, but Maru has had enough. He's sending everything he has across the map, even a couple of boys as well. What boys he can afford.
Man, at this point, you might as well just send all of them across the map because they're not going to survive if they stay at home.
Yeah, exactly. The natural base is completely abandoned at this point, but the Archons are waiting for him.
Oh my god. This army by herO is absolutely absolutely huge. Is even going to be dropping Zealots behind the army of Maru, but yeah, there's just absolutely no way Maru can break through there. GG is called. herO ties it up in equally convincing fashion.
Wow, GG, well played. herO kicking things off with something that we haven't seen in a while with a proxy Stargate for those oracles. Just the way that he was able to control Micro and dance with Maru and abused him in a way was, yeah, something that we just rarely see out of Protoss players. And man, it's only herO that can pull that off.
Man, these guys play TvP from another planet. This just doesn't look like anyone else's TvPs, and just what they get to in such a short amount of time is crazy. Like, they both are on another level.
Oh yeah, exactly, mate. There's a reason why they are the best of the best, and we have a series on our hands. You know, we're tied up 1-1, and now we are going into game number 3. As a reminder, this is the best of 5 grand finals.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some really, really good finals so far in the KSL. I mean, we pretty much haven't had a bad upper bracket KSL so far, and Maru vs Beyond have been absolute bangers. What was the third one? I just remember it wasn't a TBT.
It was a ZVZ.
Oh,
it was.
Yeah, that's why I don't remember.
No, sorry. It was Solo versus herO. ZVP.
Yeah. Okay. So herO and Maru both returning, and here he is, herO in the top left-hand corner, playing for Dragon Kaizi Gaming, South Korean Protoss herO.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Dragon Scales, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran representing Onside Gaming. It is Maru. Yeah, I know you weren't here for it, but last week we did actually have a Zerg champion. Solar did come out on top against herO, 3-1. And I was talking about it earlier because I was casting herO versus Dark, talking about how herO against Dark this week was playing drastically different. It was like a different person. It was crazy. Like, just his style changed so much in such a short period of time. And I feel like maybe we're getting some of that here as well. And it's really, I just love to see that a player like herO, and maybe we can attribute this to Maru as well, despite the fact that, you know, the meta is settling, or, you know, the game has been around for so long, they're still like innovating and they're still finding new and different ways to approach the game and approach these matchups.
To be honest, I think it might just be that we're far enough away from Katowice and close enough to the next DreamHack that they're actually practicing again.
Yeah, 100%. That's kind of what I was getting at. The fact that they're still like, they're practicing and they're like kind of refining their builds. You know, it feels good, man. It feels good.
They're back at it. StarCraft's not completely dead.
Oh, mate. You know, we got the what was it, 500K tournament announced recently.
Oh my god, yeah. It's crazy.
Crazy, Bobby, crazy. Let's go. And here we do have a bit of a shifting here of gears as Maru does open up double gas this time. Double gas opener.
Yeah, this is something that Maru has been using pretty extensively. The meta's slowly been moving away from this, but it's still definitely a viable thing to mix in through the games. And actually, herO's going to be going here for a Stargate opener. So I don't know. These two players seem to be just like metaing each other really, really hard. Because I'm pretty sure Maru's going to be opening with a Cyclone as well, which is the best thing you can have against the Stargate opener.
Yeah.
And neither of them scouted.
Exactly. Like, there was no SCV scout, there was no probe scout. The Reaper is now moving out across the map, and Maru will soon have confirmation of what is going on. Phoenix first coming out from herO, and as Maru dips into the main, he will spot that.
Yeah, I feel like Stargate is the typical response to a double gas opener from the Terran. And then Cyclone's like the typical response to a Stargate. So I don't know how they do it, but they do it.
Yeah, there we go. The Cyclone is on the way to help defend against the Oracle or would-be Phoenixes. We have Vikings as well, so Maru should be well set up. He's going to have the tools at his disposal to defend.
Yeah, absolutely is. There we go. Here we're going to be putting a pretty defensively placed battery there so that he can just hold that ramp. Behind this, just going into a robo, so if he does take both gases here, I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a bit of the Phoenix Colossus setup. It's not the first thing that comes to mind when I think of herO, but I mean, of course, he can do pretty much any style.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he is set up for that, you know, May as well, right? Because it's so good. At the same time, one Phoenix is sent across the map, only one, and he's going to be able to get a scout of the opener. Does see 2 Raxes, the factory, the starport as well. Is able to piece together the opener that, of course, Maru has gone for.
eBay placement's so strange.
I was about to point that out. That was, I mean, it didn't get spotted by the Phoenix. I don't know what that does, but yeah.
I don't think it matters, but I guess it's just SimCity in case it was a Blink follow-up. I guess. I mean, he saw the first Phoenix, but yeah. I mean, herO does do Blink off Stargate quite often.
It's true. It is true. It is true. And you were talking about Phoenix Colossus earlier. There is the Bay being thrown down almost immediately after that robo. So herO is headed in that direction. Of course, Maru is unawares, and he's actually going to be moving out here with his first handful of units.
Yeah, looks like he's going to at least try to check out this adept before he goes across. But yeah, it's just going to be a little bit of a skirmishing push here. This is basically designed to take out a third base, but he decides that now that he's been scouted, he wants to head back home. I guess he doesn't want the Phoenix to be picking off everything while he's away.
Yeah, it makes plenty of sense here now that he's been spotted. He knows that herO is a fast enough player that he would abuse the fact that Maru would be active on the map, so it does respect that, does back off, but this is going to be giving herO the opportunity to tech up and actually start working on those Colossi.
It's something that Beyond does all the time as well. These little like fake move outs where you kind of move out, you get spotted, and then you go back home. I've never fully understood it, but I think these guys are just, it's playing on another level.
Yeah. Again, I think it's just because at this level, they know that if your opponent knows you're coming, that herO is going to be ready for you, and you don't want to risk that sort of thing, right? You at least are aware of that, I should say. So yeah, it's cool to see the dynamic between these two players.
They're crazy. As yeah, with the Phoenix opener coming out from herO, there should be a bit more of a longer game. So hopefully going to be seeing these guys have a bit more of a drawn out, scrappy mid to late game.
Yeah, it would be nice, especially because the last couple of games, I mean, we haven't been able to see Maru take a third, right? They've been over relatively quickly, so instead we're going to get a little bit more variety in this series. Do see a scan in towards the natural to have confirmation of the robo producing. Don't think we saw the Bay or the Colossus yet, but Maru, I'm sure, can piece it together.
Yeah. You saw a double gas.
Yeah.
Don't know. Yeah. He sees the signs.
And speaking of, he goes for a scan, does spot the army as well, as Maru's going to try and maneuver around it in towards that third base. Oh, but a second Colossus is coming out.
Yeah. Oh, you got a lock on the Immortal as well. Unfortunately, not going to be getting too much damage, but does break the shields. And yeah, good lockdown coming down on both of the Colossus. It's just going to be storming straight on up in there. And I think herO was not prepared for something so aggressive.
Oh, he was not prepared at all. The overcharge goes down. The shield battery as well. The natural is completely forfeit. The robo gets focused out as well before the disruptor comes out. And we were talking about a bit of a longer game, but this may just be it.
I mean, Maru's crazy. He just aped him.
Yeah. Hey, just go in.
Right into the main as well. Going to be spinning around that Nexus to try to get as many of these probes as possible. Really nice force field actually coming out from herO. Is going to be making these Marines bunch up a lot and buys him a lot of time. The Phoenix should be maybe, yeah, okay. He does think better of loading up into that very low health medevac.
Does think better of it, but you know what? He was able to kill 34 workers, kill the robo, kill the Colossi, and you know what? He's not done. He wants more damage. He goes in towards the third.
Yeah, Maru is out for blood. He is feeling violent after that last game on altitude, and he is just tearing through the base of the Protoss. No mercy. Not waiting for a moment for herO to catch up, and we can see it. Even herO, even a player as strong as him, is struggling to keep up with the macro behind this.
Yeah, exactly. And again, his army just isn't very mobile, just because he skipped his fire council. Well, sorry, I say skipped. He delayed it. He didn't go into blink. He went straight to these Colossi, and alas, they were disabled. They were dealt with. They will finally clean up this drop, but at what cost?
Yeah, what cost indeed, as we do see everything just in shambles. Maru continuing to push at the front. He's just being so aggressive. Drops some mines in at the third as well, and they should be getting some decent damage. 6 probes in total in the last little sequence here. And I mean, he's lost Phoenix, he's lost Colossus, he's lost all sorts of gateway units everywhere. I mean, herO has just been Been ravaged. GG.
GG, there you go. Maru takes a lead in this series, taking game number 3 in a very swift and very decisive move. He saw an opening. He knew he had the energy for 2 disables. What are 2 Colossi gonna do against me? Nothing, mate. He just rushes on up the ramp, and as you pointed out, herO just wasn't expecting that. His army just wasn't positioned to kind of fend that off and to buy time and do much of anything against it.
That's so violent. It's crazy.
It's tearing, Poppy. It's tearing. No fear, mate. No fear. Ugh.
No. Okay. I don't want to play against herO. Swap me out. Save me, Maru.
Not like this, Poppy. Not like this. It's okay. It's okay. You know. Asher joins us in the casting on the casting couch. You're safe here, Poppy. You're safe.
Yeah, Maru's just like, I want to rest this game. AsherBro, take him out.
Take the wheel, Poppy. Take the wheel. Oh no. I can't drive, Poppy. I can't drive. What's happening?
As spawning. Here in the top right-hand corner of the map, he needs 2 wins in a row now to win this KSL. It is the Dragon Kaizi Gaming... Yeah, I said that right. Protoss in the red. This is herO.
It's spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ancient Sister, and we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran player representing Onside Gaming. It is Maru. With a decisive win in that last game and looking to close it out with a bang with some proxy Raxes. Let's go.
Yeah, okay. 2 proxy Raxes. I know Maru has been doing some proxy 2-Rax Marine openers, which is wild. It's completely wild, but considering that herO hasn't been scouting with this probe, I think this is actually a really good choice here.
I mean, no gases have been taken. You know, marine minerals are all we have to work with right now. Marines are going to be on the horizon. Oh, no, there we go. Gas is taken now. But yeah, we'll see how Maru is able to approach this, and we'll see if herO. I mean, he's not going to scout, is he?
No.
All right, the Marines, they have begun. And herO, for the time being, is happily expanding, taking his natural. None the wiser. He's keeping his probe down here, and he's just going to be patrolling outside his natural.
Yeah, he has no idea. So this is pretty much best case scenario here for Maru.
And here we go. Maru does now reveal his hand. He just show his force, throws down a bunker, forces a cancel on that pylon, and the rush has commenced.
Yeah, quick cancel and rebuild by herO. Looks like Maru's going to be going after the pylon on the high ground, so wants to keep this aggression going. Doesn't want to just settle for the low ground there. And yeah, this is a pretty crucial pylon here. It's going to be a bit of a micro battle to take out this Zealot.
Oh, it really is. Zealot does dive on top of the building. SCV to try and deny this bunker. Looks like the SCV will go down.
That's very cute, bringing the probe down just to take a little bit of aggro from those Marines. And that does mean that he gets to take out the SCV, but I think... Oh, Maru doesn't even care.
Yeah.
I feel like he could have finished that bunker.
He probably could have. He probably could have finished the bunker, but in the end, the bunker will be cancelled. He's settling here for the low ground. Does force a cancel on the natural base of herO.
Yeah, okay, so... Yeah, okay. That makes sense. herO's going to go full aggression to try to counter this, and this is going to be very difficult for Maru to hold. So it's going to be a 4-gate on one base here. He does have that robo coming as well, so he'll be able to bring a prism across the map. And I mean, Maru, he will scout this with the floating racks, but it's going to be a real scramble to defend this.
It really is. Back at home, I mean, Maru, he's already working on his transition. He already has his factory all done and his add-ons on the way. He does have a CC on the way as well, which won't really come into play, but he is going to finally get all the pieces of the puzzle. He will get that full scout, as you were saying, and will confirm the one base all in.
Yeah, here we go. So it should be alarm bells going off now. I think he basically can just throw down a bunch of bunkers and hope and pray. But it's going to be a tough haul. We do see the cyclone coming out. The Marines have been sent back home as well.
Yeah, the Marines are rushing back home. We get the salvage on the bunker. The Rax is going to be falling. The Prism is about to finish up, and hero is going to be zooming across the map. What are we going to have at home to defend? We do have one bunker on the way.
Yeah, okay, so we're not really going to be able to make any more bio, but it's going to be Cyclone Viking. The Viking will help push away the Viking. The Viking. Forget about the Viking. Forget I said the tank.
Where we're going, we don't need no Vikings, mate. Tanks, Cyclones, and man with gun is all we need. As hero's making his way across up. He has a sentry as well. Bear that in mind, so he will have the ability to force field.
It's going to be a rough hold. I mean, this main of Ancient Cistern is absolutely giant as well, so as much as this bunker is nice, hero can kind of just go around it.
Yeah, exactly, but you know what, the tank comes out in time. Is going to be able to siege up and protect this area. Here we go. Hero, he goes for the force field, but he can't commit. Oh,
and yeah, goes to the force field, sees the tank, can't commit. Gonna be warping in a few zealots. They should be able to jump on top of the bunker, so I think Maru might need to pull a few more SCVs, but oh, the Cyclone does get taken out. The Viking doing its best to try to zone out the Prism here.
Yeah, exactly, but you know what? The Stalkers, they've wedged themselves behind the mineral line. The tank is going to have to try and reposition here. We do have the Viking going for the Prism.
Oh. Yeah, we do have a big commitment coming out from Maru. The Viking going to take out the Prism, so what you see is what you get, but there are plenty of these Zealots. They tear through all of the bio here. The SCVs have to be pulled. Looks like the last Zealot going to be going down here. Do we have enough to deal with the Stalkers? I think with the repair on the tank, we do.
I think we do. I think Maru has held in his main base. He's still going to be losing a couple more of these SCVs, but we force a recall. Oof.
Yeah, only one Stalker going to be getting out here as well. So despite losing all those SCVs, I mean, we got a 1-base Protoss. 1-base Terran does do pretty well against 1-base Protoss. Oh, 2-base Terran. Never mind. Okay, Maru's way ahead.
Maru, he made the CC right after that factory. I was worried that maybe that would be his downfall, that he was maybe being a little bit too greedy, but no, he is able to take his base.
I think it's his win condition here, really is. Yeah. We do see he's desperately trying to pump out some bio. Zealot Warpins are going to be absolutely terrifying for him at the moment, but he still has enough SUVs that he can go for that pull.
Oh, exactly, but will he see it coming because the Prism is slipping into the main base? We do have a spotter deeper here, so Maru is aware of the Prism. The Stalkers are going to be dropped. 1 Stalker and 2 Adepts in the Prism.
Yeah, they're going to be going after these weakened SUVs, so already 2 of those going down.
Yeah, nice target firing from hero overall. Going to be able to keep this alive. Picks off a 3rd SCV.
Yeah, Hero's so strong with this kind of play here. That tank looking a little bit exposed, but instead Hero just making the most of his shields. I say that, but the Stalker goes down.
Yeah, Stalker goes down a little bit of miscontrol. He wants some friendly fire. Oh,
that's very cute, yeah. It didn't really work out, but it was a very cute idea.
oh, God, we're taking too many hits, Papi.
Yeah.
So another adept goes down as well. After all said and done, Maru is still ahead economically. We only have 1 adept to work with, and once again, oh god, takes another tank shot to the face.
I didn't even see that tank. It's just kind of tucked behind the behind the orbital there, but I'm sure Hero knew about it. He's going to be dipping on out with that Prism, but you can see that he is really prioritizing trying to get some damage here, as well as the scouting.
Yeah, you know, every SCV matters, every SCV counts in this situation, so Hero doing what he can to try and equalize the worker count. Meanwhile, back at home, he is rushing straight into Storm.
This is so funny. This is like what low masters NA Protosses do to me when I do proxy rack sort of stuff. It's just really funny to see like one of the top players in the world do it. It's that whole bell curve thing where it goes like bronze like in the middle and then top of Grandmaster, where it's like the better you get, the more dumb your games start to look again.
Yeah, we're all apes, Papi. At the end of the day, we're all apes. Oh god, as we do see a nice feedback on that Raven, so not able to deal too much more damage, but the High Templar have been scouted by Maru at the same time. Once again, we're coming with the Storm Drop! Oh my god!
I was not expecting that. Storm Drop comes down. Those storms look absolutely terrifying, but it's actually only going to be 5 workers going down, so quick reactions from Maru saving the day there. A lot of those red health SCVs going to be a little bit scared here of what's coming next. There's going to be an Archon drop coming up, and Oh, this tank is very exposed.
Yeah, the tank is going to go down. Maru was in the middle of going for a jump across the map, and as a result, he's going to be losing a lot here at his natural. He is going to be looking to take control of his main. Widowmine's do borrow. Oh my god, but a hot pickup.
Yeah, nice micro coming out from herO. Maru sent everything across the map. We're going to have a bit of a pseudo base trade, but considering Charge is about to finish up, I don't love this for him.
Yeah, we do have a tank here in the main base, and with these reinforcements, it looks like it may be enough to push herO back. We have averted disaster. Maru does save the majority of his SCVs. Oh my god!
Oh, okay, that was not supposed to happen. And Maru's crisis management, just absolutely insane. Doesn't even commit the double drop.
Yeah, he turns back around. He doesn't feel like he wants to risk it in the end. The turret is the MVP, has 1 kill, and that's a kill of a Prism full of units, full of that Archon and those Zealots. And yeah, Maru, he's looking pretty good.
Oh, the turret killed it.
Yeah,
My
the
goodness.
turret killed it.
I thought it was just a tank taking out an Archon. I didn't realize the Prism went down.
Yeah, the Prism died, puppy. It's gone.
Oh boy. Well, yeah, hero's in a tough spot now.
He really is. He's going to try and expand and take a 3rd base. He does have energy for Storm. Bear that in mind. He has 2 Storms in the chamber right now. Meanwhile, oh, we have a drop in towards the natural.
Oh, the retarget as well. Maru's feeling himself.
Oh, he is, puppy, he is. And here we go. Maru's coming in with the double drop towards the 3rd base. Going to try and force a cancel. Is going to get the pylon at least, but here come the Storms.
Yeah, depowers that battery there. He's just going to be backing off, letting his bio heal up after those storms.
Oh, yeah, they are a little bit battered and bruised, but he should be able to top them up. But you know what, herO, he is not done. He's rushing across them. He has a lot of High Templar. He has so many storms.
Yeah, it's like, I think a few of them don't have storms yet, but some of them have double storms. This is kind of insane, but Maru's got ghosts already. He should be able to either snipe these or go for feedbacks. Not feedbacks.
EMPs.
EMPs. That's the one.
Yeah, there we go. We do have an EMP. 1 High Templar goes down, but more storms are coming in from the side, from the flank. Everything's going to get stormed.
Yeah, really quick pickup by Maru though. He's going to be saving most of his units from taking damage. So fantastic reflexes there. He's going to be pulling that CC away as well. And once again, loses an absurdly small amount of SCVs. That he is so good at keeping those SCVs alive.
Yeah, exactly. He cares about his workers, mate. They all get saved. They're all here towards the bottom right-hand corner of the map. Another storm does barely graze the army.
Yeah, the storm actually taking out a few of herO's Zealots there, and Maru going to be scrambling for a defense here, putting up those walls. These Archon's going to be pretty hard to deal with, but he does have a few EMPs left over.
Yeah, he does have those EMPs, and this is the last High Templar. There are 0 storms remaining. Yeah,
no more storms, just those Archons. Looks like herO does want to pull them back, or at least go for this Archon drop here. Very creative play coming out from him, and yeah, these SCVs definitely in trouble here.
Oh, they are in trouble, but so is the Prism. herO trying to go for a bit of a backstab, but the Viking forces the recall.
Yeah, unfortunately a bit of miscontrol. I think those Archons were on attack rather than hold, so they were trying to get to the units rather than hitting the workers, but it's just going to keep going. I mean, it's actually insane how much of a game herO's made of this.
Oh god, yeah, exactly. He has been able to take a worker lead, despite the fact that Maru's done a great job at keeping his workers alive. herO has that economic advantage. He's got disruptors on the way, Colossus as well. He just needs a little bit more time.
Yeah, against a lesser Terran, I think he would have won this game already, but massive storm going to be going down. Good EMP on the Archons as well, so Maru kind of wants to make the most of that, but I don't think he's quite got the firepower apart from these ghosts right now. Good EMP, but let's turn that into an Archon, and I think herO's holding.
Yeah, I think he's held. I think the storms were just too damn good. Maru's lost too much here, and herO has the momentum. He's going to be able to force him back. No, the Prism!
Ooh. Yeah, Prism and Observer going down to these Vikings, so they are doing some serious work here, and that means that these High Templar are going to be walking around on the floor, so they're fodder for EMPs or snipes. Yeah, that works too.
Yeah, 1 High Templar goes down. Looks like a second High Templar is going to get sniped as well, but who cares about High Templar when we have Colossus and Disruptors?
Yeah, big surround going to be coming out. Good storms as well. Not really sure where that High Templar came from, but Maru just going to stand his ground and fight. He has enough medevacs that he can heal all the units through the Colossus swipes, and I think he might have just taken the fight that he needs to keep himself in this game and go for the win now. Yeah,
Maru has the army supply lead right now. He just has to keep on pushing. We do have an overcharge, and Maru is going to respect that. He will back off.
Yeah, 2 Colossus are out, so with this wounded bio and with the medevacs with a little bit less energy than they did before, I think he definitely wants to hold off for just a moment.
Yeah, he really does. He doesn't want to go prematurely, but the longer he waits, we have 2 disruptors being produced at a time. herO snuck out a 4th base as well as all this was happening. He's even setting up a proxy pylon to try and harass across the map.
Okay, so Maru going to be splitting off just the Marauders and Medevac, sending all the ghosts back home to make sure that he keeps those safe. And this Marauder Medevac is actually a pretty terrifying hit squad. He is just going to back off, though. Doesn't really see any opening.
Yeah, I want to quickly check the vision area. Yeah, Maru, he doesn't see the 4th base. He is about to get vision of it, though. I think he was hoping to try and catch the next.
4th, yeah.
Yeah, he was looking for the Nexus. He does now finally see it.
That Marine just loses its entire torso.
It was worth it, though. It may have been worth it as Maru is rotating his army over towards the 4th base. The shield battery is done. herO is preparing himself for this.
Have you seen that Archbarker bit in Flight of the Conchords? We'll come back to it after the fight. There is going to be a big skirmish coming down. We have the Disruptor. We have 2 Colossus as well. So with the shield battery overcharge, should be able to hold big storms coming out.
Oh my god, massive storms, flagging storms even from herO, and now he's pushing on forward here with his army. He does have the Novas that are going to be going off. They will connect with the Ghosts.
Huge Novas, huge EMPs as well. Take the shields off literally every single unit of the Protoss army here. So Maru's going to stand and try to trade here. If he can get on top of the Stalkers, he should be shredding through them, but he just has to deal with these Zealots first. They're very threatening with how low the bio is.
Oh my god, we have another Nova. Does connect. Only a single Marauder. Hot pickup saves the majority of those units. Maru trading so well, but is he running out of steam? Is herO running out of steam? He has no more Colossi remaining. His focus on Disruptor production right now.
Yeah, herO looking to keep up the pressure, has that double Disruptor, has plenty of Zealots on the way as well. Just going to be putting those Stalkers in kind of an awkward position where they might be able to pick off stray units, maybe some workers, or rally, or a drop even.
He's taking a 5th. He's taking a 5th as we speak. We do see, as you were saying, herO trying to poke and prod wherever he can with what little units he has, but here we go. He's consolidating his forces. He's going for one big push here at the 3rd base. Oh boy, EMPs are good, but they won't stop those Novas, and herO, he wants those shots.
Yeah, the aggression coming out from herO is absolutely crazy. 4 Disruptors going to be there, so Maru just going to be doing his best to kind of bait those shots out, and then maybe when there's only 1 or 2 left, he'll commit to the fight.
Up! Oh my god, Widow might drop in towards the 4th base. 13 probes go down. herO, he wasn't looking, Papi, and just like that, Maru, he's swinging the economy in his favor. He has a large enough army now to push this back. Unfortunately, a lot of Vikings that aren't really quite useful right now, but at least he has stopped that Viking production.
Yeah, insane work from Maru to find that while all of the constant aggression was going down, the dancing back and forth. To be able to sneak out that mine drop was very impressive. Yeah, there we go. He's going to be using his main to get that 4th mining. I think he's not in the most horrible economic spot, but...
Oh, who is it? Who is it? Ah! Chicken man! Oh, now is not the time here, as we do see herO pushing on forward with his army. 2 Novas do go off. Another 2 are going to go off as well.
Oh, yeah, giant concave coming out from Maru here. He's going to be looking to put the pressure on, but there are a lot of Disruptors here, so herO can hold him back.
No, Chicken man!
This is a really bad time to lag.
This is the worst time right now, Papi. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. Okay, Chicken Man has stepped out for now. I mean, we'll see if he can resolve his issues. Meanwhile, we do see herO pushing on forward.
Wow, the aggression. He's going to be diving straight on forward. Those Vikings probably need to land to add to the fight, but they are just going to be soaking up some of those Stalker shots. Big EMPs going down and everything. And man, the snipes on the Disruptor is absolutely insane, but there might just be too much Protoss here.
Oh my god, every single Disruptor goes down. The Vikings need to land, Papi. There we go, they land, but was it a little bit too late? The reinforcements are trickling on in. Maru, he barely forces herO back.
What an insane battle. These 2 players so evenly matched, but with the Zealot warping coming through, that might just be a little bit too much. We don't have any SCVs for buffer anymore, and He is going to be chasing down the last of those zealots. herO just going to be backing off for the moment and just having a look at the economy here. They're actually pretty close. I mean, there's more SCVs than there are probes, so despite there being 5 Nexi, it's not really going to matter until he starts chronoing out those probes, and he doesn't really have the money to do that right now.
It was that mine drop from earlier. The mine drop really crippled the economy of herO, and he stopped probing, and that's going to hurt him here in the long run. Another Nova connects on a single Marauder, but Maru, he wants to keep on pushing. He wants to keep on going. herO finally restarting his worker production, going back into Colossi.
Yeah, crazy moment here for both players. They both really need to be putting pressure on. Maru trying to keep track of the army, trying to stop it from sieging up on his bases, and now going to be going for a bit of counter pressure. He thinks he has enough back at home to deal with this, but it's going to take an immense amount of attention because of these 3 disruptors.
Really is. Meanwhile, you know what? Maru didn't turn around. He will deny the 6th base of herO. The 5th is under threat, forces a recall. And an overcharge. Yeah,
Rico's going to be coming out, but herO, he wants to, Maru wants to take the fight. I don't know if this is the fight he wants to take, though. The Stalker's going to be getting on top of the medevac, so there's no escape here, so he's just trading out as best as he can with the Zealots, and that is going to be very well, to be fair.
Yeah, every Zealot is going to be going down, but was this a wise choice to fight the recalled army? herO, he keeps on pushing. Meanwhile, Maru is reinforcing and sending his entire army to the right-hand side of the map. herO can't recall.
Mate, this is insane. I can't believe what a banger, what a close game this has become despite the start here for herO, and Maru going to be looking to put the pressure on the right-hand side here. We do have a battery and a cannon, but he should be able to eventually get through that. But this is his key mining base. He's going to have to evacuate that. He's been so good at keeping the SCVs alive thus far, but that is a terrifying army for herO.
It really is, and you know what? Maru is not stopping. We're committing into the base trade. Novas are going to be going off. Maru going to try and hold the line here at his natural, but there's just so much Protoss.
Oh, the splits are good as he continues to push in on herO's bases. If he can take out Disruptors and Colossus here, that pretty much secures the win for him. He just needs to get these tech units, and the gateway units will eventually fall to the rally.
Yeah, exactly. And he gets 2 Disruptors. There's only 1 remaining with the main army at the same time. Maru is getting on top of that production. He does have to be careful. A Disruptor is going to be waiting in that main base at the same time. herO is breaking into the main of Maru.
Yeah, but here's bleeding out units, and the rally of Maru coming out of these Raxes should be able to eventually deal with this. He has a very good concave. This is going to be a great fight for him, but ooh, he just takes out the Disruptor before the Nova goes off. That could be everything.
I think that's it, mate. I think that may just be it. Every high-tech unit goes down. GG gets called, and Maru takes the series 3-1.
Holy, what a game between these 2 players.
GG, well played. Congratulations to Maru in a very intense game number 4. It all started with Proxy Rax.
Oh my god.
If you can believe it.
herO looked so dead in that game. The fact that he was able to scramble together to get all those High Templars out, there was like 8 High Templars on the ground at some stage, dancing back and forth, microing with Maru, feedbacking all these ghosts, landing crazy storms. It was such a back and forth game, and just the fact that herO made that so close shows that these 2 are players that are really at the top of what's possible in StarCraft right now.
Yeah, you know, Chicken Man's internet was on fire. It was crazy, Bobby. Everything was popping off, mate. Oh my god. And yeah, that was so damn close. Props, shout out to both of our finalists here, because I mean, it really could have gone either way. They are both champions in their own right. They're both deserving to be champions of KSL. But Maru, he does it again. Every time Maru has signed up, he has won the KSL.
Yeah, and I'm really glad as well that as much as that was a bit of a clown fiesta, I think it really was both players trying their absolute best as well.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I mean, sometimes with Maru and Beyond, not saying that they're not trying their best, but sometimes they have some pretty silly games. But this felt like a really grand final quality game between these 2.
It really did. It really did. And GG, well played. Congratulations to Maru, as he is going to be this week's KSL Korean StarCraft League champion for week number 4. herO was a worthy adversary, and there were moments when herO was ahead, when Maru was ahead. I think like these little things though that you did point out really did pay off dividends for Maru. Like his ability to minimize SCV losses, his ability to just save his workers and prematurely pull them away, his ability to harass in the midst of all this chaos as well, the mind drop that we saw earlier, his target firing, the balls that he has to just dive on in. Sometimes it's a blessing, sometimes it's a curse, sometimes he takes storms to the face. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, both players had to be constantly pressuring for that game to work out the way that it did.
Yeah.
And as you were saying as well before, I think if Maru didn't land that mind drop,
yeah,
which happened by the way when he was tracking herO's army, I feel like that's the hardest thing to do. It's one thing to set up two prongs and have them go the way that you're expecting, but to have a player sharking outside your bases and you're trying to mirror them and you sneak out harass at the same time as that, that's next level, and it pretty much won him the game.
Yeah, it was insane. It was so intense, and oh boy, it's everything that we want out of a TvP. You know, it can really only happen between these two players, the best of the best. So massive shout out to not just the players, but also Dave, Testa, and Chicken Man. I know we were memeing a little bit earlier about Chicken Man disconnecting, but Chicken Man and Dave Testa, they are the organizers of this event and the organizers of the Patreon as well. Without them, KSL would not be a thing. So massive shout out to the two of them. Exclamation mark KSL in the chat if you want to support this tournament. There is a link to the Patreon page, and again, all the money on Patreon goes towards the events that Dave, Testa, and Chicken Man run, whether it's KSL or whether it's another major event that they are planning in the future. So you can be a part of that. You can be a part of supporting the Korean scene.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we can safely say it now that we've come to the fourth KSL that this has been quite a success. I mean, I'm sure when they were starting it up, it's always a bit unclear whether you're going to be getting the Koreans to join up to play your event. I know Maru is actually the player that comes to mind of a player that just doesn't really play these side events, usually just plays the most premier tournaments. So the fact that they've got him joining pretty much every week and giving us fantastic games, I think it's been a real success.
Yeah, I think it's basically just Maru. Like, as in, every other player at this point typically does play in something like ESL Open Cup Asia, but Maru, I don't think he's ever played in ESL Open Cup Asia, you know? Like, it's not really a thing that he does. He doesn't play in these weeklies, as you were saying, but KSL has such a large prize pool. It's so incentivizing that even Maru comes out, and that's kind of a big stamp of approval that, hey, this tournament is worthy for the best of the best in Korea, for literally every Korean to take part in, which arguably is something that even the ESL weeklies couldn't do. So yeah, it's really cool to see everyone kind of come together for this event, not just the players, not just Dave, Testa, and Chicken Man, but all the community casters as well. If it wasn't for Dave, Testa, and Chicken Man opening this up to community casters, we wouldn't be able to cast it. You know, Steadfast, Beomolf, Wardy, Loco, Winter. I know all the YouTube casters, they all get sent replay packs, and they do their own casts of the VODs, of the replays. So yeah, it's a great event, a great initiative, great success.
Great successful country of Korea, I guess.
Oh my god. So yes, hope everyone in the chat enjoyed themselves. Thank you so much, Asher, for joining me for the finals. It took a little bit to get him out, but you know, he came out, Poppy. He came out. Oh.
Yeah, I heard there was a Terran, so here I am.
It's always a Terran, Poppy. Always a Terran. Don't worry about last week. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed themselves. There is that command, of course, for KSL, and if you want to support the Ducklings, the CranKy Ducklings, then you can support us too. We also have our own Patreon page. We also run our own events. We had our first Sparkling Tuna Cup last night as well, and I guess we had kind of our own, in a way, similar story. For the first time, Cure signed up for our event, and he had a pretty dominant showing. But it was really cool to see, because Cure, he's new to the Ducklings in a way. You know, we've had players like Beyond, Keen, Nightmare in the past, but it was cool to see, you know, Cure branching out a little bit more and participating in our events.
Yeah, exactly. So we had some great games last night, and looking forward to the next few Duckling events. Make sure to sign up if you are in the regions for each event.
Oh, exactly. I did hear some people in the chat earlier, but yes, Grand Platypus Open is making its return after over a year. I think a 2-year hiatus. It's been a long time since we've had Grand Platypus Open, but it is returning here, and it will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. 5 p.m. KST, 7 p.m. AEDT. GPO, if you're from the region of Australia, of the Oceanias, of the Southeast Asia, of China or Taiwan and Hong Kong, you are eligible to be a part of the event. It is our region-locked bi-weekly tournament that we have brought back to support some of these smaller regions. And if you want to support some of the smaller regions, then Patreon is the place to be. We have it set up very similarly to Olima League to try and fund it to become a bi-weekly. And then if we get the funds, we can make it a weekly tournament. And then if we get more funds, then we can pay out to the top 4, and then maybe even top 8 as well for GPO, STC, and TTT for all 3 of our events that are returning. So, yeah, if you want to support some more StarCraft, if you want to support the Ducklings, then we have that available to you as well. And with that, Asher, what's going on?
A daily tournament.
Oh, daily. Oh my god. Not like this, but people. What have you been up to? When is the next Asher stream? If ever. Oh. Tell us, Poppy. Tell us.
I was thinking of doing one tomorrow, but
tomorrow?
Oh,
tomorrow?
I feel like I have things on tomorrow that I'm forgetting about.
You're playing in
If
GPO
I don't
tomorrow.
have things on tomorrow that I'm forgetting about, I will stream.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like 7 p.m., right?
True. You could stream up to GPO, and if you want, you can stream your GPO run.
Nah, I think I'll stream in the morning.
Okay. Fair enough. Oh. There's another event happening soon, actually. Did you see the Rice Cup? Did you see that?
Rice Cup?
Yeah.
Now I'm hungry.
It's very cute. Rise is
Yeah.
The
Diamond one, yeah.
Yeah, Rise did recently announce a tournament as well. The Rice Cup, which is a very nice little play on words. I love the logo. It's very cute. I'm actually starving looking at it. But that's going to be in a couple of weeks. So if you're between the leagues of Bronze and Diamond, in a couple of weeks, we are going to get the Rice Cup for Diamond players. Is going to be casted here in the CranKy Ducklings. And yeah, check out AsherBro! !AsherBro!
I didn't even say that. I didn't realize we were casting it.
Well, I don't think we are, but I'll be awake. It's all good. Oh.
See you, mod, please.
True.
Bring him back out.
I may
it's
try.
It's a Diamond tournament. You need to.
Oh, true. I'll bring the puppet out. I'll bring him out, mate. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'll message him about it. We'll see. But yes, we do have many more events ahead of us. Speaking of many more events, tonight at 11 p.m. the World Team League will be continuing, and this time we will be casting it. We missed out last night because we were busy with our own events. We were busy with Sparkling Tuna Cup, but we will be making our return to the World Team League tonight in just 6 hours or 5 hours. I'll be casting, and I believe Yakuzaku will be making his return. I haven't casted with him in years, Papi. He's been dying in university, but yeah, he should be making his return, so I'll be able to cast with him again. Oh.
That is what uni students do. I've been told that I'm slowly turning into him, so you can see if that's true.
You're turning into him?
Yeah,
I
just
think
because sometimes I like get halfway through a sentence and just give up and get confused.
I'm glad you're aware. I was about to say that it's because your brain has been melting recently, and
yeah,
Yaku's always had a melted brain. He's yeah, you know, when you lose your train of thought, when you say things like, what'd you say earlier, like shaun, what'd you say?
We don't need to worry about that.
Said Sorn? That's what
yeah.
Yeah. Like, hey, look, we've been casting a lot recently, you know, it gets to us sometimes. Oh boy. But if you want to tune into some more of the CranKy Ducklings casting, then check us out over on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and our Discord. We do, of course, interact with people in our Discord server in between casts, and on our YouTube channel, we upload on a daily basis. So if you can't tune in live, you can tune in on our YouTube channel instead for all of those lovely YouTube casts, or Duckling VODs, I should say. Asher, do you have anything you want to say before we head off here for the afternoon? Not for the day, but for the afternoon.
If you see a Protoss, don't forget to pump the brakes and drive slow.
What? Well, that's not what Maru did. Maru, he sped up, Boppy. He went into like 5th gear and he just zoomed into the natural.
Yeah, he just ran them over. Yeah. But you go to jail if you do that. So, unless you're Maru, you go to jail. Just watch out.
Maru has like a get out of jail free card. You know, he can afford to do it. He can afford to do it.
He just outplays the cops. Like, it's fine.
He just Tokyo.
He's that
away.
good.
Yeah. He's dumb. Oh.
Alright. Oh, Light, I got a text from Specsavers. I can get my glasses. They didn't forget me.
Let's go.
But I haven't replied to the text yet.
Are you ever going to? Are you gonna fucking pull an Asher and just not reply and just show up?
The thing is, I just opened it while we were talking, so now I don't have the little notification.
Just respond.
Which is usually how I remember these things.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna forget.
Respond. God. Thanks everyone for watching. Thank you for the support. We will see you guys in 5 hours. Until then, check out another lovely StarCraft stream. We are going to give someone a raid. Give them some love. Give them some support. Spread it. And we'll see you guys later tonight.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.